Good evening. It is Thursday. Oh my goodness, our last Thursday in the month of September. I am Coach Laura, and for those of you who know, I am usually live here on YouTube and Facebook. I'm here this week to talk with you and answer your questions about vocal strain. We're going to talk tonight about avoiding vocal strain. Huge and very important subject. So if you have any questions, please reach out. I'm live now, so I can answer your questions. We're going to be discussing the different reasons for vocal strain. There are many reasons for vocal strain. The first thing that I would like you to do is, if you can type in the comments if you have had any problems with any type of vocal strain. We're going through some of the bullet points I'm going to give you tonight. I want you to think about, you know what, this may bring some ideas into you, some things that you may say, yeah, you know what, that has been a problem for me, or I'm not sure, that could definitely be something that's been bothering you. So anyway, we are going to dive right in. The first reason that we have vocal strain, well, it's not the first one. Okay, there are many, but a very primary reason for vocal strain and vocal tension. Vocal tension can lead to strain. And so when we say strain, we're talking about it's a result. It's an outcome of something that's going on wrong or incorrectly with our singing, guys. And it could be with the singing, it could be with our emotions, it could be with our mind, it could be physically something's going on. So we're going to talk a little bit about each one of these things, and I'm going to give you some ideas, but I want you to type in the comments, as a singer, have you ever struggled with any of this, guys? Okay, stage fright can cause strain. Okay, physical illness, injury, those things can cause strain. Hi, Monica. It is so good to see you, Miss Monica. I'm going to say hello, add her to our broadcast, and just tell her howdy. I'm going to put you over here, Miss Pumpkins. Good to see you tonight, honey. So I'm really glad you joined. For those of you, most of you know, Monica's my daughter. She's amazing, and she's got a set of vocal cords and lungs that are incredible. Sarah's my other little girl. She calls me Bird, just a nickname, a family nickname. So anyway, we all sing like birds. My Sarah, she also sings really, really beautifully. So anyway, we're talking tonight about vocal strain and how to avoid it. I am wearing a fall t-shirt, guys. Hang on just a second. Let me come over here. Isn't that cute? I'm ready for fall, you guys. Is this not awesome? I love it. I love the fall. And so anyway, so we're going to talk about, I want you to get a piece of paper. Grab a piece of paper, because we're just going to go over, keep it brief. Going to talk about some bullet points. We're not going to cover everything, all of the causes of vocal strain. This is going to kind of turn into a series of some different things, which are leading up to a course that I am going to invite you to join me on. But right now, I just want to give you a little bit of an idea of some things that you can put to use right now, and some ideas that can help you with your singing journey. Okay, so the first thing I want to ask you, if you are warming up your voice or not. If you don't warm up your voice, you can have vocal strain. That can absolutely cause vocal tension. It can cause vocal strain. Are you cooling down your voice? These things can really, really have an effect on the outcome of how you perform, your longevity when you're singing, your stamina, your strength, how you feel, your confidence. All of these things can be very much affected when you are warming up or cooling down, or not warming up, lack thereof, or not cooling down. Okay, so think of yourself, you're a vocal athlete. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is, now these are physical aspects. Okay, these are physical, and there are technique aspects of singing, and there are physical aspects of singing, and they're very different, but they do tie in together. So physical aspects are musculature. They are physical things, can be a sign like illness. So write that down. Write the word physical, and then I want you to write down And you can type in the word physical. This is one of the aspects why we get vocal strain and how we can avoid it. Physical, meaning we are tense. You can have muscle tension. You can be physically tired. You can have a really, really bad diet. You can be smoking. You can be drinking. You can not be getting enough hydration. Physical things that affect your overall physical health. These things can affect you, okay? Now, one of the things that I want to show you, and I'm going to just give you a little glimpse of the musculature tonight. Hang on just one second. I'm going to give you a glimpse of the musculature that is in our bodies, why we get physically tense. You know, you've heard of when someone's really freaking out or oh my gosh, you're really, really tense when you're singing. You have so many muscles just in your face and your neck and your shoulders alone. So I'm going to bring a friend of mine in tonight. And this is my little buddy. This is my my vocal tension, my muscle buddy, okay? Can you see my little muscle buddy? And I have named him Sam. I just don't know why, but Sam sounds like a good name for my little friend. Okay, so you have muscles, okay? Just in case you're wondering what's underneath those beautiful faces and those wonderful smiles, or those singing when you are singing, you have all of these little guys here. Okay, so I'm going to bring out my little handy dandy pointer, and I want you to notice whenever you are singing. Okay, do any of you frown? You see all these muscles here? Is Sam single? Yes, Sam's single. He's up for grabs. Okay, so when you guys see all of these muscles here, okay? You see all that there? That's what causes wrinkles in the forehead. You get worry lines when you use these dudes, but we're really able to express ourselves with these muscles in the body. Okay, all of that. Now we've got here, I'm going to bring in also these. Do you see all of these muscles right here? This guy right here. If you have tension in your neck, I personally tend to carry a lot of tension in my shoulders. And guys, okay, how many of you, if you are a huncher and a slumper, or if you're at a desk and you find yourself doing this throughout that course of the day, okay, put in there, put in the word, put a thumbs up or the word hunch. Okay, if you have crummy posture, okay, all that brings in vocal tension here. You see all that there? All of this here translates. Now we've got these guys here. These here, and underneath there, you can't see them right yet, but if you were to look at this at a side angle, Sam has the digastric muscle. I call it the dinner muscle, because those muscles are very much involved in swallowing, and they're involved with tongue tension. Now, we all know that the tongue is very much involved when we're singing, right? And it's involved when we're swallowing, when we're eating. So our tongue is super, super powerful, and it can bring in a tremendous amount of vocal tension as well. Those muscles all are underneath here, and I've got another diaphragm, but I'm not going to pull it out tonight. We're just going to show you I'm introducing you to little old Sammy here, okay? All right, so you have terrible posture. and you guys, I want you to check, just say posture, the word posture, if you notice me, okay, because I'm slumping, and you guys know me. All of you who know me know I have a ridiculously bad posture. So as a singer, I have to really watch it, because I'm in front of a camera all day, and it does affect your voice. It affects muscles. Our head is super heavy. You guys, check out all of this. Do you see all of those muscles? That's everything involved. Now, I'm not a medical person. I believe these guys here are called the masseters. So these big muscles here, Monica, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're called the masseter, and they are pound for pound. What I was told from one of my voice students, she is a surgeon, and she told me they're called the masseter, and they're pound for pound the strongest muscles for what they do in our body. They are capable of crushing ice, masticating meat, food, chewing. That combined, that tremendous power combined with our chewing action, these guys carry a tremendous amount of power and weight in them. Okay, so if you're wondering, how many of you, just looking at this picture of Sam over here, my buddy Sam, how many of you are shocked at the number when you actually see what is all really the muscles just in our face alone from a front view? How many of you are realizing now, okay, because you've heard me say before, if you've been in my world for very long as my student, or you know me as a singer or vocal coach, you know, I'll tell you, muscle tension equals vocal tension, right? So this is just a little brief introduction to my buddy over here. His name's Sam, and that's why we get vocal tension. Now, these also, if you look, these muscles are very important. You can get wrinkles. I'm getting I have these little wrinkle right here when I'm really worried. You see that? Okay, I don't know if any of you have those, but these little guys right here, just because after years of worry, or if you've really been stressed about something, these little guys will kick in too. Okay, so how many of you guys liked Sam? And let me know if you thought this was a helpful visual tool for vocal tension. I hope that this has been helpful for you. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk to you, the next thing for vocal tension is physical. If you have been sick, I hope you're writing this down, because this is covering the physical aspect of vocal tension. Next week, we're going to cover another aspect of avoiding vocal tension. But this alone is huge, guys. Huge, huge, huge. So muscle, physical illness. How many of you have ever been sick? You've gone hoarse. You've lost. Sarah says, you guys, okay, hang on. I have to stop this for just a second. I have to stop this. Okay, this is fun. Okay, Sarah says Sam's a total babe. Sarah, he's free. Okay. So I hope this has been a good visual for you. Okay, so anyway, Monica is bringing in a really good subject. Now she's a chew gum so you don't look like a bulldog, Sarah. Okay, but you know what? Actually, the muscles in the face, they're very much involved. If you keep those muscles exercised, there are exercises that you can do to keep your muscles in shape, if you will, and genetically, we're all going to get older and we're all going to wrinkle. Okay, it's just a fact. And unless you have lots of money to get plastic surgery and nips and tucks, guess what? We're all gonna age, right? But there are things that you can do to keep your face in shape, just like you keep your voice in shape, to keep your physical voice in shape. Keeping your facial muscle, your neck, your shoulders, watching your posture, those all help literally with keeping you looking young too, and keep you, so anyway, keep a smile on your face and it'll keep you looking younger, guys, I promise. Okay, so let me see. I know, oh my goodness, I've got a lot of comments here. Let me see. Yeah, so so you guys are going through here, and let me see, Trisha and Jason. Hi guys, it's so good to see you. Okay, so Jason Hess, you're on there. Jason's my brother-in-law, you guys, and he's amazing. Jason, I don't know if you sing. Trisha, does Jason sing, or does anybody here know if Jason sings? Everybody sing. Come on, you guys all sing. You at least sing in the car, or you at least sing in the shower. Okay, so anyway, I'm looking through my comments because let me see. Okay, there's Jason. There you are. Hi, Jason. It's good to see you. Really awesome to see you. Let me see. Sarah, a vocal health warrior. You could say, yeah. Sarah was saying that yes, we are vocal health warriors. I mean, you know what? You're vocal athletes, guys. You're vocal athletes. If you are really serious about singing, you don't have to. And well, especially if you want to have a career doing music and stuff, but if you even want to just sing and like how you sound, for crying out loud, invest the time and take some time to do a few little exercises and stuff. Some of the stuff that you'd be learning from me, you can just take it and add it to your daily routine. And I promise you, just a simple warm up is going to improve your singing and your confidence. I promise you. Okay. Just that alone. Let's see. Sarah's asking, let me see here. I'm going through the conversation. We're having a total conversation in this. I hope you guys like this. Okay. So Sarah, thank you very much. She says this is solid gold. Well, I'm glad you guys like Sam. So let me know if you have and give me a thumbs up, everybody, or give me a heart, give me a comment. I would love your comments. Even also, if you want to go to my YouTube page, for those of you who are watching on YouTube, I want you to comment and like there. Guys, it helps my algorithm. It helps get me traction, get the word out there. If these graphics help you, please let me know. I find them really interesting and fun, and I'm such a geek when it comes to vocal stuff. Okay, so we're talking physical, the physical aspect of our singing, and we're talking about the physical aspect of our singing. So the next thing that we're going to talk about physically, we talk about diet. Okay, guys, the cuss word of all cuss words. Okay, there's two things that I know not everybody wants to hear, but we are going to talk about. We're going to bring it up, guys. Okay, we're going to talk about. Hold on, where's my pencil here? Okay, so I'm going to talk about diet and nutrition. Okay, we're gonna say here. So I'm gonna write down nutrition. Hold on just a minute. And let me see. We're gonna say nutrition, and we are going to talk about. Oh, hang on. I was trying to bring it back in a graphic here, guys, and I didn't see it, so I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to my graphic, guys. That's okay. That's okay. All right. So we were talking about nutrition, and we are going to talk about exercise. What is your nutrition like? Are you hydrating? Are you getting enough water? I know these sound like really like basic. Oh, gee, anybody would know this. Any dummy would know this. But honestly, not everybody does. Not everybody realizes and recognizes, you know what, we need to take good care of ourselves with our nutrition. If you're eating junk food and garbage, if you're smoking, if you are staying up late, if you're not getting enough sleep, if you're not exercising, if you're not working your lungs and your body, I promise you, you are cheating your voice out of a huge amount of advantage. You can be working out your voice. You can be working out even your physical, not your voice, your physical body, even sitting in a chair. You can maybe just kind of have a little weight and just be lifting a little weight at the desk, or you can be just flexing muscles. You can tense up. You can make sure your back is nice and straight while you're sitting at your chair. You can Sarah, you guys, I gotta quit looking at the comments. You guys are distracting me. You can be sitting at the chair, and you can be flexing and releasing your glutes, your abs. You can be taking nice big breaths in and releasing them out. So another thing we've talked about, okay, so what all have we talked about? Okay, we've talked about physical tension, facial tension, muscle tension, right? Okay, we've talked about diet. We've talked about so that's nutrition. Are you eating good? We talked about sleep. Are you sleeping well? Okay, are you physically exercising? Are you hydrating? These are all really, really important physical aspects to your overall health, and they absolutely affect your vocal health. So I'm going to leave it there tonight, but I want in the comments for you to let me know if you have a question, or you're not sure, or you have vocal tension, or you feel like you have vocal strain. I want you to tell me an area of voice that you feel like you're having trouble with. There's one more thing that I am going to say, I'm going to mention, because it's very important, but we're going to get into it in depth this next week. It's called breathing, your airflow. Okay, so that's also, it's a physical aspect as well of your overall health for singing, and it really does affect you. So if you're breathing, what is your breathing like? Are you over breathing? Are you under breathing? Do you hold your breath? Do you take gargantuan huge breaths when you're singing a song? Do you exhale? Are you yelling when you're singing? Are you whispering when you're singing? All of these things really do add up, guys. So airflow is huge as well. So those items there, I want you to write them down, keep them in your journal. I hope that you all have a journal. This is really good stuff, guys. Because what I'm giving you, we're going to build on it each week as we're going along. And I would love to know what areas of voice and what areas of vocal do you have problems or tension? What areas in your voice would you or could you use some help with? Or do you have questions about? Are you struggling in any area of your singing? I would love to know. So please do let me know. I hope tonight this has been helpful. I really, really do. Let's see. Let's look through here and see what else we've got. Oh, wow, this is fun. I have 5 people on tonight that are actually with me now. Now, if you're watching, if any of you are watching after the fact, please, if you're watching the replay, give me a shout out. Let me know if I can be of any help, if you have any questions. And by all means, be sure to post your questions. I will get back with you and I'll answer them, because my heart and my desire is to help you guys. I really, really want to help you guys. I want you guys to love singing. I want you to have hope. I want you, even if you don't have aspirations of being a vocal professional, singing, there's something about singing that releases tension in you. There's something like if you go to church or if you go to a concert, and it doesn't matter really in what way, but if you hear a song that really affects you and it just touches you emotionally. Maybe you don't cry, but maybe you feel like crying, or you're really, really moved. Your emotions are moved. Your heart, your thoughts are moved when you hear someone sing something. When you are singing, what do? You join in with them. When you have someone touch your heart and that song just connects with you. Why is it connecting with you? Because music is a language all in itself, in its own. And the human voice is the most fantastic and most beautiful instrument on the planet. You don't have to haul it with you in a bag. You don't have to maintain it in a studio somewhere. You don't have to, like pack it up like a keyboard or a guitar, a piece of musical equipment. It's built into each one of us. We all have a voice. We all can sing. We all enjoy singing. Even if you sing off key, you still enjoy it, right? Everybody loves to sing. We all have a message with our singing. So I hope that this tonight has been helpful. I want to encourage you. Don't give up on your singing, okay? Do not give up. And if you're singing, and even if someone's telling you to shut up and they're telling you sing off key, I'm going to tell you something. Ignore them. Just kick them to the curb, okay? Because I've had more students in their older ages, their older years, like they come in their 40s, their 50s, even as late as their 60s. And they come to me and they say, well, a choir teacher or their brother or their sister or a cousin or somebody told them, oh, you really shouldn't be singing. And so they stop singing in public. But secretly, they're still singing. They love it. And then guess what? They wind up in my studio, and after just a few exercises and a few vocal lessons, they realize, sometimes even after the first 30 minutes of the first lesson, they realize, I have a voice, and guess what? I can use it, and I'm not horrible, and I'm not awful. I can sing. So I want to encourage you guys, don't give up on singing. I want to equip you with the tools to be able to use your voice in a fabulous way, and I want to equip you to love your voice. Fall back in love with singing again. I know many of you out there, I think some of you that I do know that maybe have sung in the past, maybe you hang it up or you say, oh gee, I'm just too old, I can't do it now, or oh my gosh, I lost my voice, it's out of shape or whatever. Guess what? It's like anything else. You can, like riding a bicycle, guys, you get back up and you get back on and your muscle memory is still there. You may have to get back in shape a little bit and re-get those muscles going again, but I promise you, that muscle memory is there, guys. That muscle memory is there. Just like when you used to ride a bike and you haven't ridden it in years, you get back on and your body, the muscle memory kicks in, and you don't have to relearn to ride a bike, do you? But you do have to get your muscles back in shape, because more than likely, if you haven't ridden a bike in a while, everything hurts when you first get back on. If you ride more than just a 10 or 15 minutes, you're ready to get off the bike, right? Same thing with voice. You can absolutely get back on the bike, get in there, start singing again and enjoy it. You don't have to have aspirations of being a famous singer, but it's even better. You know what? If you want to, you can. It is never too late to love what you do. It's never too late to enjoy what you do. And I want to give you guys that encouragement. Do something that you love, do it with purpose, and kick the people's opinions to the curb that make you feel discouraged. Just shut them out. sometimes you just gotta, you gotta just tuck that away, let go of that, because it's not going to do you any good. It's not going to serve you well. Those kinds of thoughts are not going to serve you well. It's going to cause you to hesitate. It's going to cause you not to take action. It's going to cause you not to sing when you love to sing. Who doesn't love to sing? I can guarantee that every one of you, when you go to a concert, you're singing your lungs out, right? Okay, so I'm going to do one last thing, and I want to, because this is a little example. My sister Trish and Trish, I think you're on here, and if you are, I love you. Anyway, my sister and my brother-in-law Trish and Jason, and my husband and I, we all are old school, okay? And we went to a Rick Springfield concert in Albuquerque. And Trisha and I, we just, like, when we were in high school and in our early 20s and stuff, he was like, oh my gosh, thebomb.com, right? Rick Springfield. And so we went to see him, and it was so cool. This dude was like, I don't know how old what he was. I don't even know how old Rick Springfield is now. But my point is, that guy, I know he's way older than me and my sister, but he's all over the place. He's got to be like in his 60s or maybe pushing or in his 70s, and the dude, it was jumping all over the place. He was singing all over the place. Man, he still can sing. He has still got it. He's all over the place. And guess who was singing our lungs out with him? Now, the guys, I think Jason and my husband were a little more reserved, but me and Trish, we were like, yeah, Jesse's girl. We were like rocking. You guys, it was so fun. We left that concert. The point is, we left the concert with the most humongous smile and in such a great mood, because music is powerful. We saw somebody we love. It was like amazing. It was just so amazing. And what was really encouraging, because me as a vocal coach, like, I'm not old, but I'm not 20 anymore. And it's like, it gave me like, oh my gosh, I have seen more artists in their 60s and 70s, and even one in his 80s. The dude sings like a 20-year-old man. You know what? You are never too old. It is never too late. You are never too young. It is never impossible to do what you love. In my case, it's singing. And I'm going to assume, because many of you are here and you're on my feed, you're watching me tonight, you're watching this replay, you love singing. So this is a little pep talk, and it's also just some little tips and pointers at the beginning of tonight's live. I hope this has been a help for you. Let me go really quickly. I'm already gone a little later than I meant to. I hope I'm not boring you guys to pieces. Don't tell me if I'm boring you, because I don't need the discouragement. Okay, hang on just a second here. Okay, so Sarah, you guys, I gotta show you this. Okay, so Sarah says, what is the best junk food for the vocals? Oh my gosh, that's an awesome question, Sarah. Okay, well, my first answer would be none, except realistically, I'm going to be honest with you. Go for, I know myself, I like nuts and salty stuff. Try to get stuff with healthy fats, okay? It's not really junk food. Nuts are not junk food, but they can be if you eat too much, because they're super loaded with calories and fat, but they're actually really, really nutritious. So nuts, I would say. And I know that if you eat, like, not a ton, okay, but in the studio, like if you're recording, which I don't know now, if you can qualify this, guys, you can have Lay's potato chip to coat your throat tissues, because it has just a little bit of grease and a little bit of salt. Lay's potato chips, or any kind of just a plain old potato chip, they're not good for you for, like, if you eat a bowl of them, right? But just something to soothe and to get the salt and the saliva and to kind of coat your throat a little bit. They're actually really, it's kind of a handy little snack and a treat to have with you, especially in the studio. I do have those. I will have something like that with me when we're recording vocals, because it does coat the mouth and helps the mouth from being really, like, more dried and stuff. Sometimes water, you want to hydrate, but sometimes water, if you drink too much, I don't actually drink a ton of water when I'm recording, to be really honest. I don't have tons. I stay hydrated regularly, but when I'm recording, what I generally have with me is some hot tea with my favorite is peppermint tea. I love peppermint tea, hot peppermint tea with a little bit of stevia in it, or erythritol or monk fruit, one of those. I don't put sugar in it, but I will keep a little tiny bowl of Lay's or some kind of salty potato chip, because it has a little bit of grease in it. Not those diet horrible things with that. There is some kind of, what, you guys, what is it? There's some kind of potato chip, and I don't think they make them anymore. Olean or something like that. They had some kind of a new fat grease that they made them in. It was really terrible for you and gave everybody diarrhea. I don't know what they're called, but they were terrible diet potato chips. Just if you're gonna cheat and eat a potato chip, just have a few regular potato chips, okay? So Sarah, that's the best junk food, I'm going to say, for me personally. And if you guys have a junk food that you like, that you feel like is not really terrible, I want to see what you guys like and you think is a healthy junk food. Okay. The word junk food and health really don't go together. Okay, guys, just a clue. The word junk food and healthy, I should say healthy, they don't go together. Okay, so don't do that. But anyway, I'm curious to see what you guys like. Sarah, that was a good question, actually. It was brought up a pretty good little subject here. Peach rings are gluten-free. Monica says she likes peach rings. I don't know if are those dehydrated? Are they coated with sugar? Or are they just regular? Like, you know what I do like is the freeze-dried. I like freeze-dried fruit better than I like dehydrated. That's better for you. Let me see. Yes, Sarah, you are right. She says, when music hits you, you feel no pain. Honestly, that is so healing. It's so wonderful. So you can get punched with music and it physically doesn't hurt you. It just brings in a whole bunch of emotions. Music is so powerful, isn't it, guys? Okay. Let me see. Monica says, I feel like crying when I clock into work. No music needed to cry. That is so funny. You guys are hilarious. Okay. And Sarah, let me see what else we have here. I'm just looking through. Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. I love these. Is Rick Springfield Auntie's Hall Pass? I don't know. I guess so. That's pretty funny. That's pretty cute. Okay, yeah, that's true, Jason. Except there was no .com when we were in high school, so I guess I can't say the bomb.com. That's true. Oh man, we're getting old, huh? Okay, so Sarah says she's Star Trek. Okay, yeah, Sarah says, word on the street, potato chips cause TJW, grease coats your throat. TJW, cause TJW. What are you talking about, Sarah? What's TJW? I'm blank. What are you talking about? Is that like you're going to have to help me out here. Okay. All right. Oh, she says, because the grease coat. It's okay. The next text corrected that. Was that autofill that did that? Okay. One potato chip is a gateway drug. You guys are too amazing. You guys are just amazing. Okay. So anyway, we are done, guys. I want to let you know how much I appreciate you. I really encourage you guys, check back. For those of you who are joining in live now, I want you to go back and watch. I have a new friend that I introduced to you, and his name is Sammy. For those of you who are watching right now, and for those of you who are watching the replay, well, if you got this far, you've already seen Sammy. But for those of you who are diving in with me live right now, just go in and watch the replay. We're talking about vocal tension, some of the causes, and we touched tonight on the physical aspect. It goes much, much deeper, but these are some things that I hope you wrote down that you will really consider when you are living your life, you're doing your vocal routines, and you're going through the habit of forming good vocal habits. Okay. So I hope this helps y'all. I just really, really appreciate you being here. I really love you guys. You guys are amazing. Hope you guys are well. Please take good care of yourself. Eat well. Be healthy. Stay blessed, guys. Love you and God bless. I will see you next week. Be sure and let me know. Do your homework, okay? Let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Bye-bye.